Just 5 short months ago, nearly 3,000 students roamed this campus on a daily basis. Today, in the middle of a school day, we counted 5, and 4 of them were working for Thunderstruck to put together this report. Yes, life is different in 2020, which begs the question, will it ever be the same again? A year ago today, we had no idea that our YHS campus would now be a ghost town. And although there are still a few phantoms wandering around, we sent some brave reporters on campus anyway to see if we could catch some interviews. Safely, of course. Let's check it out.
I'm here with Mr. Paul, the APRIS teacher. How have you adapted your teaching style during distance learning?
I just do it from a remote location. I've had to cut all my material down and just leave it more in the hands of the students.
But do you like this better or worse?
Oh, absolutely not. I do not work this way. I'd much rather have the students here and to, work with them, to feed off of it and use all that energy.
Okay, thank you.
Hey Thunderbirds, we're here with Mr. Roca, a history teacher at the school, and we're just curious to know what's it like teaching at the school versus teaching at home?
Well, I'm here one day a week, and the rest of the time at home. I have 2 small children, so I gotta be at home with them. I like being here because it gets me away from my house, and I can focus a little bit better being away from all the distractions at home. But when I have to be at home, I gotta be there too, so. Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, we're here with Mr. Mills, one of the administrators here. We're just curious, how are we holding students and teachers accountable for getting a quality education during the coronavirus?
So we've kind of changed up our attendance policy. Now instead of teachers just marking absent or present, they're now able to say absent, they're not there, haven't checked in with them, or minimally present, which means maybe they weren't on camera the whole time, maybe they had some technical difficulties, but they did all the work. And then there would be another one for G, which means we didn't see them, we didn't really hear from them, but then maybe a couple days later they did turn the work in. So we're holding kids accountable that way, as well as a lot of communication back and forth between the school and home. We've got our aides and even some of our other staff members on campus making phone calls to check up on kids and make sure they're engaging.
And finally, how has your job changed in the last 6 months?
It's a lot more, obviously we're in our offices kind of by ourselves. We don't get to see kids very often. So everything's over the phone, over email. It's interesting what some students are choosing to do on camera, and we're catching those students. And then what we are noticing though is a lot of kids are engaged. Our attendance is pretty high right now. So there's a lot of positives that go along with what we're doing right now. So just a lot of communication with families at this point.
Any words of encouragement to any of the Thunderbirds out there, or any parents or teachers and staff?
If I could say anything to encourage anybody, it's that this is a short-term situation. We will get back to school eventually. Let's all work together to get through it. Teachers work with your students, students work with your teachers, and if we work together, we'll make it a lot better for ourselves, and we'll get through it.
Thank you.
And now for a special announcement from our 80s Club president.
Hi, I'm Kara, and if you're like me, you're just 80s every day, but I'm assuming you're not because you're normal. And if I also had to guess, 80s Day was the only day of the year that you got to get totally radical. So since we can't celebrate 80s Day this year in person, we still like to see what you would have worn. So get up, get physical, snap a picture or a video, post it on your Instagram account or Instagram story, and tag @80sclub_84 for a chance to be featured on a future episode of Thunderstruck. Be there or be square.
Thanks for tuning in to another week of Thunderstruck. We're really excited to see what 80s outfits you can put together. And in the meantime, don't forget to wear your mask, socially distance, and wash your hands. We're all in this together, so stay safe and have a great weekend.